Get more on the situation in Gaza now and talk to Tarik Jasarevic from the World Health Organization. Tarik, welcome, first of all. How would you describe the situation in Gaza now? What are your people telling you?
Well, thank you. The situation is really getting worse. That's what we hear from our colleagues on the ground who are trying on a daily basis to reach hospitals that are still functional. And now we are down to 10 out of 36 hospitals that are providing some basic health services. So we had 2 more hospitals that stopped functioning because simply there is no food, there is no material, there is no fuel for electricity. So the situation is getting worse and worse. We are not able to reach Al-Shifa Hospital that was just mentioned in your program for days now. We are hearing about what is happening, just like your correspondent was saying, but we are not able to get there and to help health workers inside Al-Shifa. In other hospitals, the situation is equally difficult. We hear about malnutrition that is being seen by doctors. Ministry of Health reports that 31 people have died from malnutrition, including 27 children. So the situation is really desperate, and it's getting worse. And we just can't see the end of this nightmare for the population of Gaza.
When the United Nations warns that the starvation in Gaza is turning into a famine, and they say could amount to a war crime, could it?
I will leave that to colleagues from the High Commission of Human Rights to deal with definitions. What we know is that analysis that have been made by the group organization is showing that there is acute malnutrition, especially in north of Gaza. 1 child out of 3 aged under 2 years is acutely malnourished. And I just mentioned cases of people dying and children dying from not having enough of food. Not having enough of food and nutrients that is needed can have a really horrible consequences, not only for children, but for pregnant women and a newborn. So we really need to find a solution. A solution is to bring more aid, as it has been already said, through all the possible crossings that exist and all the possible ways to get that food to people to Gaza, to have a ceasefire so we can have an environment where health system can start doing what it's supposed to do.
Tarik, I don't know if you managed to hear our earlier reports, but the suggestion that talks may be restarting, the diplomatic narrative might be recommencing. How long have these people got, do you think?
Well, we should have done all of that yesterday, to put it that way. People in Gaza are hungry. When we try to go to hospitals with our trucks where we have some medical supplies, people stop our trucks hoping there is some food. People are desperate. You have seen the scene, so there is really no time to lose. This is the moment where everything should be done to flood Gaza with food and other things. Unfortunately, what is coming in, as your correspondent was saying, is nearly not enough. So we need more of crossings being open, we need more supplies to get in, and eventually we need a ceasefire so this humanitarian space can be created for us to do our job. Because even if we get things inside Gaza, if we can't move it within the Gaza because there is a fighting, we don't get security clearances to move, then that is not going to help. So we really need to be able to move wherever it's needed.
Tarik Jasarevic from the World Health Organization, thank you very much.